You have seen the basic premise of misunderstanding between husband and wife. We have summarized as there is no misunderstanding between husband and wife. Okay? All is a personality clash, not a personal clash. It is a personality clash, the personality blueprint of their parents, which is operating through them. Okay? Okay. So now how they are operating it? Now let us go to further point. One is they are operating it. Okay. How they are operating in their affairs. So I would call them, this is nothing but a relationship operation quadrant. Okay. If you draw a I would say a vertical and a horizontal line. I make it to 4 quadrants. One side you put spouse 1, another side spouse 2. That is spouse doesn't know. Okay, it goes the vertical axis spouse doesn't know to spouse knows, and the horizontal is from spouse to doesn't know to. So you get 4 quadrants. The doesn't know quadrant, both of them do not know. I'd call them the black operation. Black operation. Okay. Then diagonally opposite, both they know about a cash operation. I call it the cash operation. Black operation and a cash operation. What is a cash operation? What is the black operation? Okay. So let us say the spouse 1 is doing maximum operation without the knowledge of spouse 2. Then I would call it a credit operation, sorry, debit operation, and the spouse 2 is doing without the knowledge of spouse 1 called a credit operation. So you get 4 quadrants. One is a debit operation, cash operation, credit operation, and a black operation. What is a black operation? Black operation is certain activities which are injuring your relationship, which you are assuming that nobody will know. Like what? Like maybe extramarital affairs, cheating, playing games. Okay? Assuming that you will not be caught. It's called black operation. Black operation, nobody will know until unless the worst it explodes like a bomb. Cash operation is a known one. The husband knows, the wife knows what she is purchasing, how much they are going to hotel, they are eating together, whatever, they know each other. There's nothing like a secret. Cash is what? Cash is something open secret and everybody is doing it. Cash operation can be taking children to park, purchasing everything with the knowledge of the couple, the parent, purchasing husband, purchasing wife, all these things. Okay, shouting in front of the husband, anything, or shouting at the spouse, and all those things. The cash operation. Now let us take a credit operation. What is a credit operation? Credit operation is something which you are doing, assuming that you will correct it afterwards. Okay. Credit operation is you are doing that I will correct it afterwards. I can take the maximum risk. Okay. Without the knowledge of the husband. Okay. So I can take that. Maybe purchasing on EMIs. Okay. For you, for your husband. And even though there are signals that you should not go for lifestyle purchases. Okay. You may not afford a car, but you purchase a car. You may not afford a big apartment, but you go for a bigger apartment. And telling something to the spouse and doing something else. You assume that. I'm not telling it's right or wrong, that's called. And debit operation is also an operation, but she's playing very safe. Taking that I can manage it as long as I have a cash. As long as I am playing safe net. Talking to mother, okay, supporting our brother and sisters, okay, without telling others. Okay, money is there, yes, given freedom, therefore I do it. So this or the transactions. What actually happens is when this becomes imbalance, one of the operation becomes a failure for various reasons. What actually happens is then it becomes a problem. So you can see this. I have drawn this. Um, spouse 1, spouse 2, debit, cash, credit, and black. And black transaction is cheating, extramarital affair, infidelity, these things. Okay, debit transaction is supporting your own people with the knowledge it has been, and credit is taking the risk to the maximum. Okay, so as long as this four transactions or this secret operations are going on, this is called Dr. Peterson's relationship operation quadrant. Okay, so what will happen? What is known in this quadrant? So what actually has to happen is, I'm not telling run on credit. You should share with your one thing is either you should share or you should care so that you can bring down the cash, make the cash quadrant big. How to make the cash quadrant big? One is a share, another is a care. Once you start caring, it will come. Other you sharing, it will come. You start telling this is what I have done. I am very sorry. I don't know how to do it. Then he will tell something. So you cannot force each other into relationship. You cannot force each other to minimize the quadrant. Right? Right. Thank you. This is very important. I want all of you to draw your quadrants and the operations you have done and your agenda of how to increase the cash quadrant and minimize the other quadrants. You write out your own blueprint and your plan for that. Right? Thank you.